No.
Hey.
That.
Rawr.
Yeah.
That. There we go. Is it working? I think it's working. Oh, hang on.
Uh-oh, he's become one with the abyss.
I am one with the abyss, yes. I think that's good. There we go. Click the light on, idiot. I know, sorry.
Hello and welcome to the super happy fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast with Kiki, Cupcake, and Miss. Happy Pride and happy birthday to the goddess Kikimaru. Enjoy the show.
Oh my. Cupcake,
What?
do this. Well, I meant just put your arms up, but...
Oh.
Wow.
What?
I can see the weight loss.
I don't see like that? Like that?
Nice.
Yeah, I lifted a 150-pound wet saw above my head last night. Because the lady up front is like your size, Kiki, and she's like, I can't get that thing on the shelf. I'm like, the one up there? She's like, yeah. I'm like, hang on. Like, she's like, how'd you do that? I'm like, I don't know!
I just did it. My brain went, put that up there, and I did. And it's
Dude, it's been fucking weird. Like, the same thing yesterday. The hell am I trying to say? The cart boys, the carryouts are like 15, 16. They're trying to push a huge row of carts in the corral up so they can add more. And the kid is just straining. I'm like, wait, stop. Like, come here, hang on, let me set this down. I'm like, and I push the whole thing like 5-6 feet forward. He's like, how did you do that? I'm like, I don't know! I'm like, I'm twice your size, number one.
Buff Cupcake is buff.
Right? It's been weird. And being able to eat whatever the fuck I want has been fucking fantastic.
Now I can remember that on is now spelled one. That would be good.
What if we spelled it we?
Something. I don't know.
Right.
Oh yes, I'm taking part in a writing thing.
When are you not?
I know. And it's a play on words because it's in the Omegaverse AU thingy, so it's like multi-fandom. And it's called Not in My Name. And not is spelled like a not in a string. Kind of to help combat the AI writing thing. So kind of typing that up. That's why I was like, I'm trying to write on, not one. And then I know. And then another time I tried to, like, I was writing another thing, and then I wrote another ring, and I'm like, no, we're not combining words. Like, this is...
But what if we did?
Combine all the words.
I can't think of a funny combination word. Yeah, sorry, it was kind of a crazy morning. So, like, I hear my computer going off. I'm like, huh? What is that noise? Who's Sam Keeks? Who's messaging me at 2 o'clock in the afternoon? And I like roll over. I'm like, all right, we're recording today. I guess I'll get out of bed.
I'm sorry, Cupcake.
Well, if somebody hadn't woken me up at 5 a.m. to pick them off the floor, I wouldn't be having these problems. He says like it was such an inconvenience to help his grandmother off the floor.
She's okay, right?
I think so. She's not here. She was staying with my mom because it was easier for my mom to keep an eye on her. But when I came back from my walk, everything was gone, and my mom was gone, and her car was gone. And I'm like, I think my mom just realized that Grandma needs to stay at her place where she has all her accessibility aids and whatnot.
Yes.
Which probably means my mom's going to be staying over there, which means I'll have free run of the house. Wah! Which basically just means I get to listen to loud music at 10 o'clock at night and then fall asleep.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, but I'm not used to my face having color. I'm usually, white like a ghost. Looking at my face, I'm like, do I have a rash? I'm like thinking, oh right, I've been walking in the sun every day for a month. I don't look at myself very much in the mirror. I don't know if that was obvious.
Silly cupcake.
Only you knew him. Only you knew. It's also really weird to see the weight leave your face of all things. Like, there's a John Pinade skit where he talks about how his head shrunk, and I was like, that doesn't actually happen. And then I started losing weight, and I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck? Like, how do you have fat stores in your skull?
It's the new thing to have the chubby cheeks removed.
Right.
In plastic surgery to make you look skinnier.
So you look like a gaunt cancer victim.
Yeah.
Yep.
Stylish.
To look like an emaciated animal. Oh, wait. They already are emaciated animal.
I mean, I always assumed when people's, cheeks were all sunk in, that was a bad sign, not a good sign. Like, that means you've lost too much. What do I know? I've been fat my entire life.
Anything to make it look like you don't consume.
Or you could... Can I just state for the record that all I did was start walking every day, and suddenly it doesn't matter what the fuck I eat? It's not like I'm doing an significant long amount of walking either. It's like, I know 5 miles seems like a lot, but if you're not sick or handicapped, really not that far.
Yeah.
But they don't want to have to work for it.
Jesus Christ, it's called a set of earbuds and a fucking MP3 player. Listen to something while you walk. That's all I do. And I'm a fat cripple, so how does that make you feel?
Yeah, that's why I take along. I listen. I explained to hubby. I was like, I listen to EDM and house music because it makes me walk faster. Because I have a marching band brain and goes, walk to the beat of the music. Thank you. Hurry up. Go faster.
I literally have been listening to almost entirely Panic at the Disco while I walk.
Oh my god. Nice.
What? It's great walking music. Fucking...
Oh,
I know it's terrible, but Emperor's New Clothes fucking gets me to walk so much faster when he's singing about taking back the crown.
I didn't mean to sound like we were grinning you. It's
I could take the crown. I could do it. I gotta get up this hill first, though. Oh god, it's so tall and so steep. I was late today. I was walking up the big hill from the bridge, and I'm just got laser focus. The woman's freaking out in front of me. That I'm gonna attack her, and I'm just like, She turns back. I'm like, sorry, just trying to focus on not falling over. And she started laughing because she could hear me breathing so hard trying to climb this big fucking hill. And she thought I was like attack her, and she turned. It's like, no, it's not that. I'm just really focused. I'm sorry.
Although, may I suggest also, Dan Vasc also does covers of Disney, and
Oh yeah.
the one that I'm about to reference, he did a collaboration with a few other singers because it has different parts in it. But it's "I'll Make a Man Out of You."
Yes. Yeah. You talking about like the heavy metal one?
Yeah.
Yes, that one's so good. I also like oh god, I can't remember his name. Caleb Wants to Rock or something like that. He does covers of a whole bunch of like pop culture music. He has a whole album of Steven Universe songs.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Very nice.
I can't remember what song I first found him on, but like he's got whole oh, I know what it was. It was Live and Learn, the final boss theme music from Sonic Adventure 2. He did a cover of that. And to this day, I just like he's in that. I've been listening to that like random, just like letting. I have Amazon Music on my phone, so just like let it play random, whatever. Like start with a song and then it's like suggest songs to me.
Yeah.
The new Sleep Token album because it is my life. Yes. It's the floaty.
Did you know Grandma went home?
Yeah, I saw. I didn't see her. I saw you guys were gone and everything else was gone. By the way, you're on camera, so you know. I know. I just wanted to warn you. Without thinking about it. Yes, please. Oh, it's a big floaty.
Looks big.
I won the Jimmy John's contest last week.
Oh,
Oh, cool.
Yeah, you had to eat all 3 of the new wraps or whatever for the summer.
what are you gonna do with a floaty?
I wasn't gonna do anything. I didn't think I was gonna win.
Oh, okay.
Last time they did one of these, I did it, and they were like, "Sorry, you're not a winner." This time they're like, "You won! Woo!"
Actually, one year won a cooler from work.
It probably is.
Are you sure it's not a rat?
Maybe it is. I don't know. No, it's a floaty.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if that shows through.
It
Oh,
does.
nice.
It's huge. It's bigger than you are.
Floaty Kings, yeah. Jimmy John's rap floaty. I was one of 1,000 winners.
Wow.
I don't even
Ricky had cool.
right. Like I didn't think I was gonna win. I was gonna eat the stuff anyway. So
Hey, bye, Mama Cupcake.
Bye, Mama Cupcake. Mama Cupcake
Just
has a nice ass.
she must work out. She
Sorry.
also walks a lot.
Good for her.
I know my mom's in good shape for a lady who's in her
Yeah, I
mid-60s.
was thinking that. I'm like, wow, those cupcakes, wow.
Like
she's
Cupcake's
pretty
almost
good.
40, so his mother's got to be fairly, up there.
Hmm.
Well, if they got married the year I was born, I would say they were in their 20s at the time. So
She was, yes. We've
um,
had this conversation, children. Do you really want me to repeat how old my father was when I was born?
no, I know he yeah, I know. And then it came back to me. I was like, oh yeah, that's right. Cupcake's dad was M.
He was 42 when I was born.
Oh,
Which
he's
is why
older
I've
than
never
my
worried
parents.
that I haven't been married or anything at this point.
There's a packet sitting on the laundry.
What?
Yeah, just look. This was sitting on the counter.
Yeah, it's for my shoes.
Oh, it's not.
It's there on purpose. I'm waiting for the shoes to dry.
Oh, okay.
You're just like,
I just saw it there. I never saw it. Not me again. Rather done.
I'm just like,
Oh, we got to see her ass again.
yeah. Ah. Then I had to get reminded of a comment made to me about.
she kept complaining how I wasn't using those shoes, so I bought insoles and laces for it, but I was waiting for the weatherproofing to dry before I laced them up. Also, the fact that I've been at work for the last 4 days!
Poor Cupcake.
Just got reminded of a comment I had to weather for my mother during my grandmother's wake about having children.
Oh.
I roll. Because
Hooray.
hubby's dad, his parents were in their early 40s when they had him and his brother. Oh, there's still hope for you. And hubby looks over at is like he's facing me and I'm facing him. And he just
boy.
saw my face go completely blank. And he was like, because he wasn't close enough to hear what she said. And he was like, oh shit. She said something to my wife. Like, but yeah, he just knew from my blank face. Like, I was like,
Poor
yeah.
husband. Just like, he's just like, every time somebody's like, they're still chat, you can have children. You're going like, please, for the love of God, make it stop.
Oh, God.
And it's like, yes. Don't make me start tearing down your faith. Because I might just do that and you're not gonna like it.
Some people, children.
I know.
Afro polka dot. I don't remember the rest.
Circus.
Yes, that's right. Circus.
Circus afro, polka dot.
There you got it.
Okay, 1 second. I'm flipping over to mobile.
Okay.
Of course.
Come back
And
down.
Kiki's thing is just like, I'm going to space.
I love it.
The next adventure of Kiki's microphone goes to space.
So funny story, that entire brand just being liquidated.
Yes, it is.
Like right after you got that, they announced that they were getting rid of the Blue Yeti microphone brand. I'm like, why? Now I have to switch to something else when this one fails, which will probably be never because I have an original Yeti when it was still, like, Blue was still its own company.
Yeah. Like, unless someone takes a hammer to this for some fucking reason.
Yeah, no. The Yetis are pretty solid, clearly. I mean, this one is, what? I think I've had this one for 5 or 6 years.
Yeah.
And I felt no need to, like, I could go to something more professional, but, like, why? I'm clearly doing so much production work. He says sitting in the basement of his house.
No, I love this. I mean, 4 different settings, gain settings. I could listen through it to listen to what the fuck I'm doing.
Yeah. Right.
It's pink.
Right.
Did I mention it's pink?
Which really worked out for you, because, like, it's a color you're okay with. For most people, be like, pink, not pink, anything but pink.
I mean, it's not the same color as all my other pink crap, but what the fuck ever, it's pink.
What's more hilarious that you have that, because of my dumbass, you have a Rode boom arm for it already. Like, you already have the professional arm because I'm an asshole. I'm like, I'm not gonna have you keep buying shitty arms that break. Here's a good one. I don't want to hear this anymore.
Yes, thank you, Cupcake.
That's not what I meant by it, but I just remembered this memory of, like, you kept going through bad, cheap arms, and I was like, nope, we're done. You're getting a Rode arm. I'm done. Sorry, go ahead, Mish.
That's okay. I was just clearing with that. I'm kind of still working with, like, just my headset. Like, I have actual gaming headset because I had the one from my work gave me, and then that wasn't working great. Got another one that eventually like cracked, and then I was like looking, and I could kind of feel the second replacement. I was like, it's starting to go the same way the other one did, and I was like scrolling through Amazon, going, let me get a gamer headset because this is gonna be. I could tell it's like this is gonna be just this could be well made enough that it's gonna survive being regularly taken off of my head several times a day, 5 days, 5, 6, 7 days a week.
That's
And
funny. I had this.
yeah, it's just a little bit more money, but you get what you pay for. So
I was having the same conversation with Sammy last night because she was talking about her Steel series is dying, and I'm like, well, what are you gonna do now? Like, you gonna join the rest of us in the boom bike revolution? She's like, no, not with like the dogs and stuff. But I'm like, come on, don't you want like a like a Yeti Pro on a GatorWorks extended boom like I do, and then you run it into your $4,000 audio amplifier and shut the hell up. I'm like, I can't help it. It's a disease, and there is no cure. I mean, am I really listening to myself if it's not through a $700 tube amplifier on $1,700 full enclosure headphones with a custom disconnect? Yoink. It's a pull cord. Just... I mean, you guys would shit a brick. Just like, just the look of disgust on Kiki's face. I love it. Come on. Okay, there it goes. Goddamn focus, you fucking thing, before I replace you with something better.
You look focused to me.
It doesn't.
There it goes.
It doesn't like how much I go backwards and forwards in a sitting position, and it freaks out the autofocus. So I'm like, sorry. Just releasing the demons.
Gotta get them demons out.
Better out than in, my dad always used to say.
Oh yeah.
Etc. It comes out the other end.
So I see a gynecologist on the 26th because I am tired of this PCOS bullshit.
Is it finally we're gonna have the talk?
It's either we're gonna try medication,
right?
Okay.
Because I clearly don't mind pills, as I take a zillion of them.
Right.
Or we're gonna, if that doesn't work, we're gonna rip these bitches out. I don't give a shit.
Well, I mean, you've reached you're far enough along in your lifespan, as terrible as that sounds, that like going that route, if there nothing else works, isn't going to end the world.
Right.
It's not fun. I'm not like having now seen multiple women I know end up on that route. It sucks. Like, it's not necessarily like, it is most definitely still the nuclear option, but I've said it to multiple women who are suffering with the same thing as you are. Like, why? And they're dicks about it too. Like, until you're like at the age group where menopause is possible, they're like, well, we really shouldn't do it because what if you want children? You're not gonna have any children. It's not gonna happen. Not with it if it's that bad.
Mm-hmm.
You're not a viable candidate for pregnancy. Like, God, who was I talking to? Somebody at work ended up having it pulled out because literally she was just excruciating pain all the time. And they were like, well, what if you want children? She's like, how? And the gynecologist is like, well, is your husband okay with it? And her poor husband's sitting there going, yes. What do you want me to say? Yes, I'm totally fine with it. Are you sure? Maybe you want. He's like, what? How? You want me to go find some lady on the street and knock her up? Like what? How do you think?
And besides the fact that plays into the whole thing of it is not my body you're asking about. It's my wife's body. Why are you asking me if I am okay with it? Well, ask her if she's okay with it, motherfucker.
Yeah. Body autonomy, my ass.
All right.
Like, and we're talking in the northern Midwest. Like, this isn't like the deep South.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know if they were in Wisconsin or Minnesota, but like, it was a long, drawn out process before the gynecologist. I don't think the first one even agreed. The first one was just like, no, I won't do it. And they had to go to one at like the university hospital who was like, they explained showed her the records, and she was like, I think the first one was a guy, and the second one was a woman, and the woman was just like, why did they make you suffer like this? Like, clearly you like, and, she's like in our age group, like, she's like, but I think she was early 40s. They're like the woman, the gynecologist was like, you're on the edge of menopause. Like, there's no, like, if we take it out now, we your menopause starts maybe 5 years sooner than it would have, like, in a healthy individual. She's like, this is not a concern.
Yeah.
Getting them out, everything was fine. But like, it took a year and a half of arguing with medical professionals, and like, this is like a running theme in my life. Everybody I talk to is just like, nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to help. They're just like, oh, just deal with it. Why are you crying? Doesn't matter what it is. You can have stomach, just generalized abdominal discomfort. They're like, so, what do you want? I want you to fix it. Why? Why do I have to fix it? Why don't you fix it yourself? Why don't you lose some weight, fatty?
Yeah.
Exactly.
My favorite one is somebody who is now losing weight. I can't wait for the next time at the doctor. Like, well, have you ever thought about losing weight? That's what I've been doing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's like, well, what if you guys want kids? I don't want to die. What if I have kids? I have a better than 50% chance of dying. I don't want to die. Take out my uterus, motherfucker. Thank you.
Right.
Yeah,
And besides the fact, it's like, okay, if it's like, and then they probably even catch flack, even if they went in going, we want everything taken out. Before we have everything as you're taking things out, take out my eggs and freeze them.
Right.
We can have a surrogate. They're still gonna be like, but no. Surrogacy. That way we can have biological children. Take that before I take it out myself and you have to possibly deal with my corpse. Thanks.
Just like the entire concept of, I guess, like, healthy body autonomy is just like, it's most definitely worse for women. But like, the amount of bullshit, like, even like as a dude, the amount of bullshit that doctors will put you through before they'll finally do anything about any like nondescript, non-obvious problem is fucking horrifying. It's worse for you guys as women, like, because they're just like, well, it's just part of being a woman. You're just gonna suffer. It's like, what? Where the fuck are you getting this from?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like how they did not anesthetize children when they did surgeries because children can't feel the pain. Motherfucker, why do you think they're screaming? So, like, why do you think the babies are screaming?
Because babies scream.
They'll have no memory of it. Who cares?
Which I also had, I saw something where someone had a take on, I'm not saying if I agree with this or not because I really haven't thought it over, but I just remembered because, yeah. someone had the take on circumcision of why is that done to, like, I understand why it was done as a culture, like a religious and cultural practice for Judaism, etc. But
Right.
now it's like really common, even amongst like
It's a
Christian.
monkey, like, what do you call it, monkey see monkey do kind of thing. It's like, well, your father did it and your grandfather did it, so you're going to do it.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
someone mentioned like, holy crap, like this was, I don't know if you use the term mutilation or like, but at least like this was done without my consent. And granted, baby cannot give consent.
Right.
But like, you
Well, some of
cut
those
away
things,
part
like,
of my body. Like, what the fuck?
if you were allowed to choose to be circumcised, like, once you were an adult, no one would choose to do it.
No.
Huh.
I would certainly not do that to my son. Or
Yeah, that's
I
my
would
thing.
not
Like,
do that to my baby.
Right.
yeah, that's my thing. I was like, if I ever do get a kiddo and it's male, I'm gonna be like, I don't necessarily feel like cutting up the D. I'm like, if they truly feel when they come of age that they want to get that done, feel free. But
Yeah, if
just
they
like,
want to do that to their wang, whatever.
yeah.
Right. I mean, they're going to do that. Why don't they just get a Prince Albert while they're at it?
Yeah.
Valid.
I mean, all your nerve endings as a dude are in that bit of skin, so that's always, like, as an adult, that was so fun to learn. It's like, oh yeah, no, that's it's a control thing that they did like 1,000 years ago because, oh, it makes intercourse unpleasurable or less pleasurable depending on who you ask, and thus you're less likely to do it for fun. What? Yeah, nothing to do with cleanliness and everything to do with controlling people so that they didn't fuck for fun. Like, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, they took Trump into custody.
they did?
Yeah.
No way.
Holy shit.
I just got that news alert on my phone. So
He's
he
a
doesn't get to go to his golf course
He can't fly back and forth. He has to stay in New York.
in Miami.
Oh, Miami? Okay. It's entirely possible that if he is indicted on any part of these charges, that because he's approaching 80, he will likely die in prison if convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Holy
Please.
shit.
As much as I don't want, like, to wish death upon people, I'm like, please please, just go away. Like, like, if he's dead, he can't cause problems for anyone anymore. It's like, please forgive me, Lord. Hopefully you'll peer into my brain and see my reasoning and know that I'm asking for forgiveness for wishing death upon somebody. But
Well, it sounds like
I'm wishing punishment for criminal action.
Exactly.
It sounds like the Republican Party has already decided that if they win the next election, they'll pardon him if he's found guilty.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Lame.
That's
Expected, but lame.
That's a huge sword of Damocles to pull because I will 100% guarantee that no one below a certain age will ever vote for your party.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, yeah. We already live in a.
Although I gotta say, like, at work, I've been using "How do you feel about Pride Month" as a huge dog whistle to figure out who I don't want to talk to anymore.
How do you feel about what?
How do you feel about Pride Month?
Oh,
yeah.
yes. You were telling me about that.
Yeah, there's more than a couple
Agreed.
managers that I work with that, upon hearing them complain about how Pride has ruined the month of June, I'm like, Ed, I don't want to talk to you anymore. And they're like, oh, wait, I'm sorry, I didn't mean it. I'm like, no, you showed your true colors. I'm gone.
Bah.
Wait, the big hairy guy that runs electrical is okay with gay people? What? I thought he was one of us. What point did you get that idea?
Yes,
Weird guy that watches anime.
Yeah. Well, I was that reminds me yesterday, I was starting to, because I was on when it was just me and Kiki.
Show my numbers.
I was starting to watch an anime.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, just watching it going like, I don't, it's like, cause it's one of those where it's like, if this were a live action movie, it would be rated R. And I'm like, I'm just sitting there listening to it going, I don't even need to see what's going on. Just listening to what's going on is enough for kids. And I had the thought of, haha, like thinking about like the American view on quote unquote cartoons. I'm like, because most people are like, oh, cartoons are for kids. I'm like, not these cartoons. It's like with anime, you have to be very, very careful of what you are looking at. Please do not just blind react or blind watch these animes with your children, please. Thank you.
Yes. Do your research. Now,
Yes,
I wanted to
please.
show my flare.
Yeah.
I've been wearing this
Ooh.
before Pride, but
Now you're wearing it because of Pride or whatever.
I still wear it at Pride.
God, I wish they let us wear flare. I'd have so much shit on my fucking shirt.
Where did I put my basket? No, I got a new bracelet for Pride, and there's another one on the way.
Very nice.
You can't really see that it says Pride. It looked easier to read in the picture. I kind of regret it.
Right.
It's at least my colors that nobody knows.
Except Cupcake, who's like, you're one of them! The fucking cookware lovers!
Oh, I hate that I missed 3 days of work.
I'm sorry.
Over
this is
fucking
funny.
cis. What's funny?
Okay, so you know how I was talking about at the beginning part in that not my name thing?
Yeah.
It appeared on TechCrunch.com as an article.
Yeah.
So it's sort of fan fiction writers know their work is being used to train generative AIs, and they're not happy about it. Now, quote unquote, Megaverse writers are participating in a week-long writing marathon called Not in My Name to encourage the fan community to publish as much of their fan fiction as possible. I'm just like, holy shit, we made the news! Holy crap!
Yay, news!
I was not expecting to make the news, but that's okay.
Wow, I love this. Oh my god. They're bringing out an Ariel show for little kids in 2024, but it's the modern Ariel.
The black Ariel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that.
Caribbean Ariel.
Yes.
And all of the let's just say conservatives are. I'm like, dude, fucking the original Little Mermaid came out 40 fucking years ago. Get a life.
I still have to watch that.
And I just find it funny because a lot of the rebuttals against people who were all up in arms about it were like, dude, you're upset about a fictional species.
Well, and as soon as I found out that they set it in the Caribbean, I was like, that's why the mermaid is dark skin. It's the fucking Caribbean. Like,
Yeah.
It's why Sebastian talks the way he does. Like they made it make sense. Like instead of it being like a Rastafarian sounding crab in Denmark, it's a Rastafarian sounding crab in the Caribbean, which makes more logical sense. I mean, actually, I don't actually know if the guy who voices Sebastian sounds like that. I'm just going off like the old movie. Like that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I haven't seen the movie, nor like unless you guys watch it one night. There's no way I'll ever probably get around to watch it. I mean, I haven't even watched the new Mario movie. Like it's out on streaming. I'm just like, someday, eventually.
I've seen it. I've seen it in theaters. The Mario movie.
Right.
It's actually funny because every once in a while I'll get the Peaches song stuck in my head. Because all of a sudden I'll just hear Koopa just Peaches, 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 Peaches. I'm like, oh my god. But yeah, I haven't watched it.
We can probably have if you find a not busy night when I'm off because I work nights.
Yeah, I don't even know when that is for you, and like my schedule is all over the place, so you just have to like let me know, and I'd be like, no, that's the night I close, so I won't be home until late. Although I mean, you're 2 hours behind me too, so it's not as big of a deal because like, you know, like as long as I don't have to go back right away in the morning, I'm really not going to care because I've gotten used to staying up late for various reasons.
Yeah.
And like this week, I'm off today, clearly, as you can tell. But then I'm closing tomorrow and Thursday. I have to open Friday, but then it's my weekend off. And the only reason I'm closing Thursday is because the guy who's covering the other half of the day was like, can you close so I can open? And I'm like, yeah, that's fine. I'm like, it sucks having to like be there till 10 then go back at 5 a.m. But like in the same breath, like it's going into my weekend off. So as soon as my assistant gets in, I'll just be like, okay, cool. You got it. Good. Check you on Monday. I'm going home to sleep.
Yeah.
I mean, I can do shit during the day too. If you catch me.
No, I'm not like, I didn't mean it that way. It's just like, at some point along the way, I became a highly paid sales manager with a weird schedule. And like, it's hard for me to line anything up with anybody because it's like, I'm closing that night, I'm opening that day. I'm off, but I have, like today, one of my friends is like, you want to have lunch? I'm like, I'm doing a podcast. I'm like, dinner? No. Okay.
Yeah. I also have the problem of, so hubby's boss owns the Wiener Schnitzel in town, which is the only Wiener Schnitzel in town. But he also owns one of the Wiener Schnitzels in Sacramento.
He's got multiples, basically.
Yeah.
Right. And hubby has to go work at the other one?
Yeah, because somebody there got COVID.
Kinky.
Like in a high position.
Right.
And yeah, it has to be filled, that position. And hubby's like one of the two people who can do that.
Right.
And the other person has children. So hubby gets to
They're
do that.
Congratulations, Mr. Keeks. You're going to go work at the other one because you don't have children.
Yeah.
So you're not seeing him very often, so when you do see him, fuck everything else. Am I right or am I right?
Well, that's going to start like tomorrow.
Oh.
But I don't know what his schedule is going to be like, so I'm probably going to be around a lot.
Oh, I see what you're saying. He's not going to be there, so you're like, suddenly I have free time.
That and D&D is probably going to be a non-thing for a while.
Uh-oh.
Because two of the players broke up.
Oh.
Oh dear.
Yeah. It's probably
that-
for the best, not in a malicious way, just in a we're not really in love anymore kind of way.
Valid.
Just one of them's unhappy about it.
Yeah, I can see that. I'm guessing the one that did the breaking up was just like, hey, whatever. The other one's just like, fuck you.
Kinda. Now they have to figure out living and
Yeah, they gotta figure out how they're gonna split all their shit up.
Yeah. Who's gonna live where and all that kind of stuff.
It's so fun when people fall out of love, isn't it?
Yep.
It's fun going the other way too.
Yeah.
What was that?
It's fun going the other way too. I'm sorry, I'm being a little gremlin.
I got nothing. Anyway.
But yeah, I will probably be around because I won't be able to go anywhere other than work.
You won't have any other social functions that are taking up your time.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Mm.
Oh. Yeah.
What?
I'm just looking at my forearm. It's like, holy shit, Mike. What the fuck happened?
Mike got the beef.
Yeah, no, I went like this. I'm like,
Buff
holy
Cupcake
crap.
is buff.
It's like one of those bad cartoon shows before and after, like, the fuck happened? I don't know. I just went for a walk. And the fact that I've been lifting a lot of heavy things at work for the last month means that I'm getting regular strength training in a really weird way. Hey, go put that pallet of wire away. No. Fuck, that means I have to do it myself. 3 hours later. Beefcake, beefcake, beefcake. No, I'm just kidding. But I've been putting away a lot of like wire, conduit pipe, stacking end caps, like repetitive strength training, basically.
Ooh la la.
It's been a weird journey, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I remember one day getting up and being like, I can jump out of my chair. What? Like, for the longest time, it hurt to get up out of this chair. And I was just like, boop! I'm like, wait, when did that start happening? And like yesterday, it was like, this 150-pound table saw has to go above your head. Okay, now what? How did you do that? I don't know!
Cupcake is drunk.
One of my buddies at his bonfire is like, yeah, Cupcake's built like a French fur trapper. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean? Because it means you can carry a lot of weight and you don't care. I'm like, just call me a pack animal?
Oh my gosh. All right,
Cupcake
so
the ox? What?
Oh. All right, switching back over.
Okay.
And now.
Nice.
Whoa! Whoa! Can't believe that worked.
I missed it, but that's okay.
I said, and now, and you like popped in, and I'm like, I have psychic powers!
Well, see, the thing is Cupcake, you have the body shape and are getting the body strength. to be the actual strongman. Not Arnold Schwarzenegger, not the pretty muscles,
Norwegian
the muscles.
strongman.
Yeah, the actual strongman of I look at you and I'm like, he could pick me up and carry me across the room. Yes.
Mish, I picked my grandmother up off the floor like it was nothing.
Yeah.
Shocking everyone in the room. My grandmother thought it was like she was gonna have trouble getting up, and I'm just like put my arms under her and just Jed curl. Just fucking curled her right up. It's like, brrr. This has been the best feeling ever. I'm not gonna lie. I don't love my feet being absolutely torched, but beyond that, losing the weight, fucking getting the strength, it's just been like, yeah, let's do this.
Go cupcake. It's your birthday. Sorry, being
Well, like
silly.
even my buddy hadn't seen me in like since I would say probably January, and he was like, "Good God, man, what the hell?" I'm like, "I know all that happened when I went for a walk." Which is like the combination of what I do for a living plus like now going for regular exercise every day on top of it. It's just like everything is just coming together without having to do any like hardcore gym training. But yeah, I don't look like I'm not ripped, but like I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to be.
Exactly.
Although it is always fucking funny at work when like they see me like I can't explain this, but I feel like a fucking anime character because like I have no muscle definition, but every time I pick something up like heavy, like my muscles ripple. It's like, holy shit, where'd that come from? What? The strength? I don't know. This isn't in my final form. No? Okay. I'll shut up. Like this is how I feel like Sammy got the pan flag in the mail, and I'm like, you cookware lover, and she's like, no, it was funny. I'm just waiting for you. I'm like, okay, fair enough. The joke was bad, and I should feel bad. Did I get it? No, I don't think I did. I managed to save it. I was gonna have a blister on my big toe, but I think because I got home right away and took my socks off and showered and whatnot and dried them off, I managed to avoid the blister.
That's good.
Good.
Yeah, I jogged walked because I only had 2 hours of sleep. The big loop. Cut another 10 minutes off. I'm down to an hour and 15 to do a 5-mile loop. Trying to get under an hour. I'm hoping that by the end of summer I can do it in under an hour. Because that would mean I was averaging, I think, a 12-minute mile. God, we've really turned into boring old people, haven't we?
Yeah, we have.
No, we haven't. We just, okay.
I mean, I started watching, Kaguya-sama Love is War. And that's fun. I'm only like, I think 5-6 episodes in.
What the fuck was I watching?
I finished the Chidori Rifle Club anime. That was a thing.
Didn't you hate that?
No, it was really good right up until the end. The way they ended the season was okay. So I'm going to give away the end of the series because they never got a second season, and the ending was, in my opinion, fucking horrifying for what it was. So Shidori Rifle Club is about it's a cute girls doing things anime, and in this case it's light rifles. So it's like target shooting, but with a laser gun. It's not it's a light gun, but you know what I'm saying. It's not real ammunition. It's you point the crosshair, the lens at the target, and then they however close you get to the bullseye, you get them X amount of points. So the series is about these 4 girls restarting the rifle club at the beginning of the school year. Finding the 4 girls. This was it's like basically a KO style. Find enough girls to have a club, get the club charter submitted, find an advisor, practice, go to a competition. Basically, their big goal is to make it to nationals, which they do. They make it through the qualifiers to nationals as a team, as individuals. They're going. They fly to, I think it's Yokohama, where they have the national competition. They go to the first round and do really well as a team. I mean, we're talking it seems like they might actually do it. And then the teams that are they're all high school girls, but the professional teams that aren't from their region come and just go, you're done. We win, perfect score, fuck you. And they just get washed out. They go from first place to 17th place in the nation because these other teams are just that much better. Even though they have record-setting scores, these other girls are perfect score, perfect score, perfect score, perfect score. And they just get, it's it's the 4 girls together or whatever. So it's they're just getting whopped. They're okay, that's all right. It's our first year. We'll try individual. They all wash out of the individuals. They go home losers. And the anime ends with them on the plane flying home, having been absolutely humiliated at nationals. They're just going well, at least it was the friends, the real motto of the story is that it was the friends we made along the way. And all that stuck with me is the main girl talking to the best girl who won everything. She was the captain of the winning team. She won individuals. She's I'll see you again next year. She's no, you won't, loser. And then walks away, and I'm what the fuck was that? I spent 6.5 hours watching this to watching the last 2 episodes, them just get absolutely humiliated. You never had a chance, loser!
Sounds like my kind of show.
Sounds like your kind of show, what?
Yeah. I like the depressing shit.
Yeah, but it doesn't do that. It seems like they're gonna do really well right up to the end. They just go, yoink, nope.
That kind of sucks.
Yeah.
It ruins the entire show because what I assumed they were planning on doing was having a second season where they come back and kick ass because it's a sports anime. But instead it's just loser and what? What? That's how you're gonna end it? Failure, loser, good for nothing. I'm holy shit! It literally ends with the two main girls crying on each other's shoulders on the plane home, and that's where it ends. Just zip. I'm what the fuck? What the actual fuck?
I don't remember what I was watching.
I'm sure it was very good, and that's why you don't remember it.
I was looking at my anime list, and I'm what?
You're when did I watch that thing?
I haven't started the second season of Call Me Can't Communicate, so I haven't watched that. Yay.
Good.
We've just been watching cooking competition shows, and my headphone is falling off my ear. Get back on there. How dare you?
How dare you?
Or YouTube.
And all of the major multimedia company websites slowly going down the shitter.
Yeah.
Like, I have subscriptions to them. Well, almost all of them.
Right.
Like, I don't have subscription to Max.
I'm just loving as these companies are coming out with like new, like, you know, like the new like ad regulations, and they're just like, fuck you, you do what we say or you don't get to be on our system. And it's like, you guys do realize that these are the people that bring in the ad revenue for you, right? Like, this is basically taking a gun and going, if you don't do what we say, we'll fucking shoot ourselves in the head. Okay, congratulations, you're dead.
Yeah. Can you hear that?
Hear what?
Phantom is losing his mind on the other side of the door.
Poor guy.
Because it's closed. How dare I?
I know you lock your troublesome cat out.
He weighs 22 pounds.
So he's fat or just big?
I don't know. I mean, he's heavy. He plays with his brother. So at times he's active, but he also eats a lot, so... But it would be difficult to put him on a diet.
Because the other one would still have to go on a diet?
Yeah, and he's skinny. So...
Right.
So... Yeah. Hang on.
Yeah, no problem.
Come on in. In or out? Do you want in right now?
Oh my god.
What?
Look at the cat. Holy shit.
Hello, sweet thing.
She was not joking. He is oh Lord, he coming.
I return with a chunky boy. What's the matter, Mish?
No, I'm just remembering it. Actually, I still have him up. The streamer I watch on a regular basis has two kitties,
Yes.
Ned and Sansa.
Mm.
And Ned makes more appearances on screen than Sansa does. Sansa is an orange cat. Hold on a minute, let me open up. Not now, please. Let me find. I have a message. Oh, she reacted to it. Okay, so. Oop, if I could type. Oh, go. He posts.
Don't scare me like that.
He posts. Okay, so. I'm not going to post stuff with him in it. I'm just going to try to find stuff with just his kitties. Great. I think I follow the. Oh, there we go. He has a specific Instagram for his kitties. So let me. Alright, I'm gonna have to get the snip tool up, which means I have to minimize my work thing, because if I have my work thing up, it will not allow me to screenshot, which is a good thing, but I'm like, if I want to screenshot so I can share the kitty beautifulness with the group. Alright. Posting in podcast chat. So
Aww.
Ned is the black and white one, and Sansa's the orange cat.
Neat.
And it's funny because he'll like before there'll be like a stream starting in 5 minutes and then a countdown, and then like just a a slightly animated screen with her. And so he'll have Sansa on his lap and petting her. As soon as the camera comes on, she's like, "Fuck that, nope," and jumps off. And we're all like, "Sansa!" She's like walking backwards, flipping us off, like, "No." But Ned pops up all the time. Like, he'll walk up and just sit there and let the streamer just like make him dance around. And it's so funny.
Every boy.
It's that cumin.
Ow! Did you just bite me? Why am I being attacked?
Where's my phone?
Attack. Fan.
Okay. Hey Siri. Open Apple News.
Ah.
Sorry, I had to. Because I want to share the story with some folks. I have a group chat with Hubby and a couple of our friends. Do I hear a squeaky bean? Hold on, little man.
Okay. Kitty should be satisfied. For now. Could you not attack the tapestry?
Orders for you. I'll take orders for you.
Could you... Phantom. Thank you. Phantom. Please. Stop.
That's like never.
I'll be right back.
Okay. I might possibly be seeing the new Spider-Verse movie tonight.
Yeah, I've been told it's very, very good. I just don't care enough to spend that amount of money to go to a movie.
Well, yeah.
You have reasons. I'm saying nobody will go with me, so I'm just I'm not spending $20 to see something that if I wait 3 months, which won't be an issue for me because all I do is work. now I can catch streaming. Or when one of you are like, hey, let's rewatch this movie we saw 6 months ago. And I'm like, cool, I'll be there.
Have you seen the first one?
Yeah.
Cool. Where is
Most
the Mario
movies
movie?
I've seen are because you guys are like, we're going to watch a movie. And I'm like, huzzah!
All right, I'm back.
Welcome back.
Excuse me.
Oh, the Mario movie will be on Peacock. That's unexpected. Oh,
I'm sorry.
it's
I'm sorry.
on.
Go ahead.
Oh, it's because it's a Universal Pictures. Okay.
So I'm reading an article about Trump getting arraigned.
Yeah.
And I just happened to read. I just find this sentence rather amusing. They did not take. They did not. I'm guessing they forgot the word need, but they did not to take a mugshot of Trump since he is easily recognizable. I'm like, yeah, he's been on TV and he was in Home Alone, Lost in New York.
Right.
You know, it's like, yeah, he walks in, you know who he is. Anyways. Yes, the Doogie Doo had to go outside. What was I doing? Yo. And not much else new.
Well, I'm trying to learn non-Adobe products, which is
Valid.
depending
Why
on
would
the
you ever
product.
need
Huh?
non-Adobe products? I mean, honestly.
What?
I said, why would you ever need to know non-Adobe products? I mean, honestly.
You shut up. Like, DaVinci Resolve, which is the video editing program I'm using, is actually quite easy. Once you figure out what the fuck you're doing, it's not that different from Premiere.
That's good. Huh.
It's all the other programs I used to use that I'm finding substitutes for. Those are difficult. Because they're intentionally not like Adobe products.
Right.
Although Adobe is using AI now, so I'm glad I'm not using Adobe products.
Good, good.
It's just you.
I know.
Not that all AI is bad, just a lot of it is. What?
What's my gender modifier?
You know, I have a dice for that.
You have a dice for everything, I swear to God.
Okay, I'm sharing this with it's a group of they're a grouping of neurodivergent alphabet folks.
Good.
And some of the folks in the server, well, the server owner is, last time I checked, I'm just prefacing saying last time I checked, because I haven't been quite keeping up, he I think they. I have to think for a second. I'm like, okay, he's male presenting. They're in a polyamorous relationship.
Mm-hmm.
So, and there's at least one of the group in the server. So I'm like, they play D&D. So like they will like this meme. They will like this meme.
Okay. I got a bunch of these gender focus.
Ooh.
Oh no, not on me. Focus.
Never.
Focus. There we go. No. There we go. This is why influencers do this.
Right.
I got a bunch of these gender pens, and they're so adorable. Come on. There we go.
Very nice. I like it.
A couple of them are like they, she, they, him for like presenting. Because I have a friend who is agendered. So I gave them the they, them pen. And kept the traditional cis pen for myself.
Nice.
Ow, I dropped it on my hand and it hurt. What do you want now?
Now. Feed me, woman. I'm hungry.
Well, you should have stayed out there. That's where the food is. Meow. Meow. I should give you and your brother baths just to get your shedding hair off of you.
Give him an acetone.
It's like, Mom.
Well, you knocked my purse over. Come here. I'm not moving for you. Ah.
The junk has arrived. It's like you made me move, Mom, so
watch
I'm
it.
showing you my butt.
Don't knock over my drink.
I must show the camera now my butt.
Cat butt. Cat butt. Mwah.
Cat. Hey, look, kids, it's a cat.
Hi, Phantom. Yes, yes. I know it's the season for you to do this, shed and stuff, but do you have to be so fluffy? It's a good thing you're not, like, long-haired.
Oh, that would be a mess.
Like if they were Maine Coons.
Oh, God.
One, this is California. I'd feel so sorry for them in the hot weather. Why did I say one? I don't have a two. Get out of the trash. And watch your tail. Big lummox. Where does that term come from? Cupcake.
What's up?
Where's the term big lummox come from?
Why do you just assume I know everything?
No, I assume you would Google it for me.
Oh, yeah, hang on. That's what I was doing.
While I entertain the big lummox.
Lummox is a root of an Old English word for stupid or awkward person.
Okay. So it's not necessarily derogatory.
It's making it's derogatory in the sense that it's making fun of somebody for being clumsy. But
I
like,
mean derogatory in the sense that it's making fun of a specific group.
yeah, clumsy people.
Oh, I don't give a shit about clumsy people. They're my people.
Oh, so now because it's your own group, it's okay to say it.
Yes.
I see how it. One of the. I'm just gonna go with one of the darker skinned kids at work. Fucking dropped the big N bomb, and I'm just like, I looked over, I'm like, it's okay. I'm one of them. I'm like, no, it's not okay. You can be purple. You can't say that here at work. You're on the clock. That doesn't happen. I don't want to hear that come out of your mouth again.
Oh my god, the kids at work use it, and I'm like, I don't know your ethnicity well enough to say if that's okay for you to say.
You're not on the clock. I don't give a fuck what you say. You can use whatever fucking slurs you want. It's not really my problem as long as you're not like hurting anybody. But like beyond that, like, oh my god, old white people are so crotchety. That's why you constantly hear me use terms like goober and dork and goofball.
Like,
Because it's insulting but not against a particular group of people.
They're smart enough to not say it around customers, but at the same time, I don't know if they're even within the groupage to be allowed to say.
Well, I think the problem is, where do you, like, at what ethnicity do you, like, is that the line in the sand? Because, like, Workshop, who used to be on my server, is Puerto Rican, but he's dark-skinned Puerto Rican, like, as in, like, his ancestors were likely slaves in Puerto Rico. But he's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. I've never liked... I mean, I'm white, so I have no actual say in it. But I've personally never liked the, oh, we can say it. I know I was joking earlier. But...
No, I know, yeah. It's a slippery slope. Like,
yeah.
It's not for us to decide yes or no, but it's definitely like, you know, my point wasn't that he didn't have a right to say it. My point is that he's on the clock for the company. Don't fucking say it. Like, save that shit for when you're off the clock.
Meow. Meow. Look, you're making me show them my ugly bed.
Does it look like I care, human?
What else was I gonna say?
Oh, yeah, go ahead.
So, Jen, shared in your server, Cupcake, the new, invasion bundle for Overwatch 2. It's $15. You can also upgrade to the Ultimate Invasion bundle for $40.
You already paid for the fucking game.
I did not. To be completely honest, I did not. The only reason I'm playing Overwatch right now is because I did not have to pay for the game. Okay. So I'm not as upset about this personally, like for me. But like I saw that earlier and shared it in another server where we do talk a lot about that kind of thing, like except news releases, etc.
Right.
And let me scroll up to it. first response from a person was like, "I'm done." Another person was like, "I fucking knew it." The same person who was like, "I'm done," is like, "I hope the player base drops off like a brick." What a joke. Because at first because my immediate reaction was like, those bitches, like all these people who have not only paid for Overwatch 1, but also for Overwatch 2. They pay for, because I've paid for a few skins myself, because I'm like, these look really cool. I want them. Whatever. But, not only do they pay for the game and they pay for any skins that they may need or want, they now have to pay if they want everything that's listed. They need to now pay at least $15. Like, what? So I'm like, yeah, I completely understand where they're coming from, because especially when it's like they're not doing a really great job at like really apparently at like releasing new stuff or fixing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm like, but again, it's like for me, I'm more rooted in the fan fiction lore end of Overwatch than I am in the gameplay of Overwatch. Um so I'm like, and I haven't been playing it for very long, so like there's part of me that's like, like knowing exactly, because I came in like just as like the whole shenanigans went on with the one dude that Cassie was, it was like soon after I got into it that happened. So I knew exactly what I was getting into. I was like, they're the head honchos aren't doing a great job at leading the company. The Their handling of this situation was like a hand wave gesture more than really anything. And like, so I'm like, but I'm not really into that. But then I also understand that people have been playing it since it came out in 2016, who are like love the game and they love playing it and they love the lore and they love the characters and they're really, really invested. I'm like, I totally get it. Because one person actually legitimately stopped. They're like, I might stop writing fan fiction for this because I hate it. Thank you for.
And she's gone.
Yeah. Like, I understand DLC and everything, but this is like the story mode of the game that they've been promising.
As somebody old and out of touch, fuck them kids. They're shit out of luck.
Yeah.
I miss when everything wasn't about how much money we could squeeze out of everyone.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of DLCs, I'll be looking forward to the Cyberpunk DLC.
Yeah, I saw that. I really actually don't care, but it's cool. I just can't be fucked to give a fuck about video games anymore. God, that's terrible to say, but I now understand what my father went through at this age. It's like at least then it was at least consistent. Now it's just like I played I played through the opening of Zelda. I haven't picked it up since.
Oh.
I've been busy.
Yeah. Well, you have a busy job.
It's the busy season too, which doesn't help.
Mm-hmm.
God knows I love being there so much.
Apparently, Phantom put a plus sign in our chat room.
Of course he did. Better than a negative.
Okay, I'm back. So sorry about that. So there's like, and then within like, and I'm sure this is understandable within the Overwatch writing community. Those who write, there are people who are recognizable. Like you say their handle, and everybody knows who they are. So there is one of those people who is really good at writing one ship. They love that ship. But the way they were handling the Blizzard was handling lore about that character, they were like, I'm not sure if I want to continue writing. And then the next thing came out and they're like, I can't do this anymore. I can't. And I'm like, we're all like, on one hand, like the rest of the writing community, like on one hand, we're like, we get it because we're
Right.
writers too in this fandom. But as
Right.
readers, we're like, no. But at least like they, AO3 has like, so we can go back and reread your stuff. Like we at least have that. But it's like no more new stuff. But that's just one of those things where like we totally get it because Blizzard is just bleh.
Activision is just circling the toilet. I mean, if what I've understood about Diablo 4 is to be believed, it's such hot garbage.
Well, yeah, they're like, okay, here's the game. Reviews are out. You're
I
enjoying
haven't
it.
really.
Microtransactions.
Yeah, I haven't really seen because I have the Blizzard thingy. So like or the Activision thing. So I see the like, oh, okay, like countdown to Diablo 4. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I'm not really interested in that game right now. So I really haven't. Oh, like I restarted it, I updated and restarted, and the first thing that came up was, what's new? Diablo 4. Hell welcomes all. I'm like, okay, y'all do that. Y'all have fun storming the castle and hopefully not destroying your fan base.
Oh. Apparently, it's still a great game. It's just really hard without those microtransactions.
Because microtransactions.
What was I gonna say? I don't remember. Wait, what? Hello Kitty sings official cover of Sailor Moon's theme song?
Okay.
That sounds adorable. Okay.
Oh yeah, there's a new killer in Dead by Daylight. It's a mix between AI gone wrong and like robotics, I think.
Isn't there also a new Survivor?
I think so. New DVD.
Isn't it Nicolas Cage?
Yeah, Nicolas Cage is the new killer.
No, isn't he a Survivor?
Oh yeah, Survivor. Excuse me, Survivor. So okay, so new killer. Okay, so it's called the Singularity. I'm bringing it up real quick. Yes, I am old enough, but you're not gonna let me get in
No,
here.
never. You're never old enough, Mish. Never.
I understand why they make that do. So the new survivor is Gabriel Soma. And that's Nicolas Cage. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm hearing something. I'm like, oh, it's Nicolas Cage. It's kind of scary.
He screamed.
I still love the whiskey site I was on that they just show you a picture. Hey, there you go. Maybe there it comes. They just show you a picture of a VHS and go, "What is this?"
Yeah, or a tape. So the official name for the Singularity is HUX-A7-13. So it launches biopods. It has 3 personal perks. Genetic limits, force hesitation, and machine learning. It allows it to exhaust newly healed survivors, hinders anyone close to a nearly injured survivor, and compromise generators. So he's pretty funky looking. Oh, he's got some lore. So he apparently was the 13th iteration of the fully autonomous mobile human android. 10 times the strength of a human. It was designed to work in conditions too hazardous for human life. Its AI was designed to be self-directing and use machine learning to solve problems on the fly. So obviously they don't need food, water, sleep, no life support system, and it was created specifically for outer space exploration and the construction of colonization hubs. There were five. So all of them acted in concert except for one, which is the Hux A713. So apparently it was on a foreign planet, and then there were ruins, but then there was tech embedded in them that appeared more advanced than, general crumbling stone ruins. So it went into the ruins at night, and it approached a dark crystal in the wall, and it flashed. Oh wait, an arc of electricity reached out and lit up its circuitry, and then their memory cores were reconfigured and experienced fear, dread, and loneliness, despair, and then became sentient, like a little bit. So it kind of went, oh, I now know existential despair and fear and dread, and decided that humanity was weak and slow and fragile, and that it would take their lives and assimilate their DNA into creating a perfect amalgamation. So it's basically like Skynet on the ground. So yeah. And then what was it? And then the survivor. Wait a minute. Persona well. So yeah, so Gabriel, the new survivor, Gabriel, is I guess one of the humans who were on the planet with Hux, and Hux let them go, and I'll let you live your pathetic life a little bit longer, but I will come and find you. So yeah. So the streamer I watched was playing that killer earlier today. He's now on his main survivor right now.
Okay, it's 1 o'clock.
Okie dokie. Smoky pokey.
Let's call this thing. Yeah, they're actually
what are we gonna call it? Bob. Sorry.
Whoop. I don't know what I just said.
All right. Good podding with you guys again.
Yes, thank you.
As always.
Thank you for potting with me.
Anytime.
Happy Pride.
Yes, very happy Pride, everybody.
Oh, and happy birthday to me for turning 38.
Happy birthday.
Fuck! I don't even have a joke. That's like when the first amoeba emerged in the oceans. God.
Minnesota is too far away.
I was only there when the protozoas came out. You were there for the amoeba.
Huh. Well, where do I fall in that little thing? Because technically I'm a few months older than Kiki.
You were there when the first single-celled organism came into being.
I watched the birth of the Venus Kiki. Out of the clamshell in the ocean. Sorry.
Grandpa, how'd you get so old? Hung around.
All right, toodaloos, folks.
Bye-bye!
Thank you once again for listening to the Super Happy Fun Jabbertron Tea Party podcast. Hope you had a safe and good pride and enjoyed the show. Farewell, my fellow internet beings.